Hello everyone. So in this video, we want to learning and implement the YOLOv8. Okay, so I think this week the YOLO version is already released for the new one, the version 8, because before is the version 7, and now the version 8 is already released. And this is the link that we can go through this link from the GitHub and from the Ultralytics. Okay, and it's also have the documentation how to install with the requirements, and then the Python version is should be higher than 3.7, and then the PyTorch is 1.7, and we just can install through the pip install Ultralytics. Okay, so let's try. In here, we open our Anaconda. Let's see, I will start share my screen again here. And this is the Anaconda, and maybe we can create the environment. And then the Python version, we can try the 3.9, it's okay. Okay, because the rule is above the 3.7. So 3.9, it should be okay. And create. And then in our file, I will put in here. We prepare the, because I already tried before, maybe 388. Okay. So we prepare the place in the YOLOv8. Okay. Let's. Okay, so after that, we back to our tutorial. This one is, we already make the environment for YOLOv8 version 8. Okay, now we will use this terminal. We need to open terminal and then install the YOLOv8 environment. So open terminal, and then we put our file in here, the project YOLOv8A. So we go to drive D, and then cd. Okay. Now if this finishes, let's see in our GitHub. This one use the pip install Ultralytics. Okay, pip install Ultralytics. So it's copy, and then we install it here. So from the YOLOv8 version 8, it's easy than the previous one, because in the previous version, we need to clone the GitHub, right? We need to clone the GitHub if we want to implement the YOLOv8 7 or v6 or v5. But in here, if we already install using the pip, and then they automatically download the library or the way that already set up from the GitHub Ultralytics for the YOLOv8 version 8 version. Okay, so we will wait the installation process. Okay, now it's finished. Okay, it is finished, and we can try this code. Okay, this code is the usage for YOLO version 8, and we can use the command line interface with the YOLO command like this. Okay, the task is detect because we want to detect. Okay, the tasks have 3: detect, classify, and segment. And the mode we have train, predict, file, and export. The model itself, it has the YOLO version 8 and then with the segmentation and the classification. Now we want to try the first one. So just copy this one and then we paste in here and then run. So it will downloading the library and then the image, everything is automatically and then it's already done. You see that the YOLO version 8 summary 188 and 168 layers. This one the parameters and then the total GF logs. And this is the image for the bus.jpg. Okay. And then results saved to runs, detect, predict. Let's see in runs, detect, and predict. Okay. So this is our folder, YOLO version 8a, runs, detect, predict. So this is the recognition result using the YOLO version 8. It's so easy, right? No need to clone, the GitHub, but it already, we can see the result. Yeah. This is the example of the image class.jpg. Okay. And then this is the image. Okay. And this one is the weight. Okay. Let's try another one. It also have the code in here for the tutorial. This one is predict. Okay, this one is the fall and train. Okay. If we want to write the segmentation, we need to call the segment. Okay, let's try. So the model is segment YOLO. Let's try. If I'm not forget, I think like this. Import. Okay. Let's see. Oh, task is segment. Oh, okay. So wrong. Task is segment. Okay, and mode is detect. Yeah, wait. Mode is predict task segment. Think like this. Okay. So for the segmentation, they already prepared for classify, segmentation, and detect. Okay, let me see. But in here, we call the task is segment and mode is predict. The model we call for the YOLO version 8N dash segmentation. Okay, and then the source of the image. After that, this the result will be saved in run segment predict. runs segment predict. Okay, so this is the result of the segmentation. Okay, let me open the predict. Okay. Okay. So this one is the predict. Okay, to predict the bus stop sign percent with the accuracy or the confidence value. And this one we can segment them object for each class. Okay, the person is, the color is red, and then bus is green, and everything. So using the YOLO version 8, we already can do the prediction and then segmentation. Okay. Okay. And then let's see. In this GitHub, it already very clear, yeah, about the YOLO version, yeah, version 8 NSMLX. So I think N is a nano, and then small, medium, large, and extra large. It depends on the size, the MAP, and then the parameters and the VF logs value. Okay. And then how if we want to training using our environment, yeah, using our data set. But in here, if you open the example, this one is in tutorial Jupyter notebook. You can just open this one and then do the setup, run one by one. Okay, and then you just follow the tutorial. This is the example of training using the data COCO 100.8 YAML file. But now I want to training with our data set. Okay, so let me copy first. This one is our data set. Okay, data set, let me copy in here. This is the data set. So in data set, this is my own data set. The data set is face mask. Okay, for the face mask, it have the train, and then train, test, and valid. Okay, for the train, it have the images and then the labels. The images is for the image, all image in the face mask data set. Okay, so actually you can try any kind of data set or anything that you want, okay, to try the experiment in here. And in my experiment today, I try for the face mask data set. Now, this is the train. For each labels, for each image, it has the labels. Okay, and for each labels, it can contain the many objects. One image can contain many objects. Okay, this is the same setting. If you already successful training with YOLO version 5, YOLO version 6, YOLO version 7, so I think it's not, it is easy. Okay, you just copy paste the data set and then put it in the YOLO version 8 environment, and then you copy paste here. Okay, for each train and labels, it's also the same with images and labels for the test data set. Okay, and then for the valid, it also have the images and then labels. Okay, so this is our structure, our data set structure. Okay, this is the YOLO version 8 environment. This is the data set. Now, after that, we need to copy the data YAML because we're using this one to training. In the data YAML, so you need to define the train in the file. Okay, this is the name of your data set, and then you call the train folders and images folder, valid folder and images folder. Okay, the number of the classes is 3 because I want to classify based on the class names, bad, good, and known. Okay, it's related to the face mask. So we classify, or we have 3 class name, bad, good, and known. So you prepare the data.yaml. After it's finished, you prepare in the here. Okay, YAML and then dataset. And now how to run? How to run? We will run like this. For example, the epoch is maybe 5. Okay. The image size you can define by yourself, yeah. And then the name of the data YAML also you can define it by yourself. We need to change the task is detect, the mode is train. Okay, before we already know we can change the mode, yeah. But now the mode is train, and the model is, for example, YOLO version 8n.pt. This is the weight. Let's try. So it's processing, okay? So when we call the YOLO task detect mode train model YOLO version 8n.pt, this is the weight, and then the data is data.yaml, the epoch, for example, how many epoch do you want for training? Because this is just for the experiment, it's just the testing. So I try epoch is 5. And then the image size, you can define the size by yourself, okay? For example, in here, the size is 640. So without cloning all the GitHub for the YOLO version 8, we can do training because everything is automatically download. Yeah, it depends on our internet, and we can call the weight as well using this one for training. Yeah, this is still process for the epoch 1, 5, and then this one is the processing 34%. Okay, let's see in here. We have the runs, detect, and train. Okay, so it will automatically make the folder. For example, if we do the run, so it means runs, detect, and then train. And this one is the process. So it's similar with the YOLO version 7. Okay, the process is training batch 0, and then training batch 1, training batch 2, and then predict. Yeah, we need to wait until the training process for 5 epoch is finished to see all the results. But last night I already tried for 100 epoch using another environment. Yeah, and then the result is this one. So this is the result of train 100. Okay. For example, if you finish, if the training is finished, yeah, last night I tried to training with 100 epoch, and it's complete in 6.438 hours. I'm using the ROG. The GPU is 3060 GPU, and the Intel Core i9, my computer, using the ROG Strix cars, and the GPU is 3060. Okay. This is the model summary, 168 layers. This is the parameter, and this one is the class for all bad, good, and known. And this is the image for the precision recall, the MAP, and this is the speed inference. Okay, and then it's also saving the prediction.json. And this is the image. Okay. And then it also will generate the confusion matrix for each class for the background known, good, and bad. And then this is the F1 confidence curve, precision confidence curve, precision recall curve, recall confidence curve, and this one is the result chart. So actually it's the same with the previous version of YOLO, for the YOLOv8 version 7. And this one is our weight for the best and last weight in the product detect train too. Okay. Let's see, it takes some time because the data set is quite big, so we need to wait until it's finished. But actually, you already know how to training with your own data set using the YOLOv8 environment, and it's quite easy than the previous version of the YOLO. You can try it in your home and just follow in this one. It already have the configuration using the tutorial for the Jupyter notebook. You just clone this one and then install. It is the same, but this one is using the Jupyter notebook. Okay. It also show how to training and testing. And then also do the validation as well. They can do the task classification, object detection, and segmentation. So this one, the epoch one is finished. This one is 100%, but still need to wait another epoch. And all the results will be saved in detect train. It's still waiting. Okay, I hope you can learn how to set up, okay, or how to training your own data set with the YOLOv8 environment. And we will see you in another video or another tutorial. Okay, bye, see you.